Whether you like sneakers, music, fashion, or sports, you have probably heard of Nike. Since its inception in 1964, American-born Nike has seemingly dominated the sneaker and trainer market with an abundance of designs, functional pieces, and clothing styles. But where did it come from and how did it grow into the world's largest footwear company? Hello and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we'll take a look at the evolutions of Nike. But before we begin, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to never miss a video from us. Humble beginnings. Bill Bowerman and Phil Knight are the protagonists of our story. Bill Bowerman was a track and field coach at the University of Oregon who reconnected with a former student Phil Knight after a brief stint at Stanford. Bowerman was intrigued by the idea of optimistic, athletic footwear and running shoes for performance, so he began experimenting with various models after learning some tricks and tips from a local cobbler. Blue Ribbon Sports, a Eugene, Oregon-based footwear company that for many years operated out of the back of a car at track meets, was founded on January 25, 1964. The company began as a distributor of imported shoes, specifically Onitsuka Tiger. Knight was blown away by the quality of Onitsuka Co.'s trainers, which he saw as a breath of fresh air in the German-dominated sneaker market. While the rest of the world was debating between Puma and Adidas, Phil Knight looked to Onitsuka Tiger and Japan for a new high-end running shoe. After a few years as Onitsuka's sole distributor in the US, Knight and Bowerman began to consider how they could do things differently. As Blue Ribbon Sports became Nike in 1971 and prepared to launch their own trainer, the companies drifted apart. Bowerman had always designed prototype trainers for his athletes after dismantling pairs of Onitsuka Tiger running shoes and imagining how he would do things differently. He began to work on what would become the first Nike sneaker. Nike history. Knight tested the waters for his imported shoes after founding Blue Ribbon Sports, initially selling them out of his car when he returned to the United States. It quickly became clear that there was a market for these less expensive but still high-quality alternatives to the market's dominant Adidas and Pumas. Bowerman, ever inventive, proposed a new shoe design to Tiger Shoe Company in 1965, one that sought to provide proper support for runners with a cushioned inner sole, soft sponge rubber in the forefoot and the top of the heel, hard sponge rubber in the middle of the heel, and a firm rubber outsole. This design would be both a huge success and a source of contentions between Blue Ribbon and its Japanese supplier. The Tiger Cortez was released in 1967 and quickly became a hit due to its comfortable, sturdy, and stylish design. However, Blue Ribbon and Tiger's relationship soured around the time of its success. Knight claims that the Japanese company was attempting to sink the company in order to get out of its exclusivity agreement with Blue Ribbon. Tiger claims he discovered Blue Ribbon Sports selling their own versions of the Tiger Cortez under the brand Nike. In any case, the two formally divorced in 1971, prompting Tiger to file a lawsuit. After a judge ruled that both companies could sell their own versions of the model, the Nike Cortez and the Tiger Corsair became the only sneakers to become the best-selling models for two different shoe companies. Following the breakup with Tiger, Blue Ribbon Sports rebranded as Nike. Phil Knight wanted to name the company Dimension 6, but thankfully, Jeff Johnson got the inspirations for Nike after seeing the Greek goddess of victory's name in a dream. But first, the new brand needed its own logo. Nike Inc. continued the success of Blue Ribbon Sports after its formal incorporations on May 30, 1971, aided first by the success of the Tiger Cortez and then by Bowerman's innovative Waffle Soul design. While thinking about how to improve the tractions of running shoes over breakfast, the coach noticed the grooves in the waffles his wife had made him and wondered how it would look inverted. Bowerman, never one to pass up an opportunity, poured melted urethane into his waffle iron. Unfortunately, he neglected to apply any anti-stick agent to the iron and it became glued shut. The idea had taken root, and with the assistance of another waffle iron and presumably a good spray, he designed his ideal sole, and the iconic waffle trainer was born. This shoe was a huge success for Nike, the first of many as the company maintained a strong and steady growth throughout its early days, culminating in its 1980 IPO, which instantly made Phil Knight a millionaire with $178 million in shares. Since then, the company has only grown, aided in part by a series of clever ad campaigns, most notably the 1988 Just Do It ad campaign. The company's other most valuable asset has been celebrity endorsements. They made a big splash in early stages of their careers by signing Tiger Woods, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron James. Michael Jordan is by far the most lucrative endorsement Nike has ever had, both the company and its sponsors. Nike swooped in for an endorsement from Jordan before he started his first season with the pros in 1984, spotting potential. Despite having never worn a pair of Nikes before and hoping for deals with Adidas, Jordan signed with Nike after a meeting in which they promised the soon-to-be star $500,000 per year for 5 years, 2 die-cast Mercedes cars, and shoes customized to his specific requests. The deal was a huge success for Nike, with Jordan quickly rising to superstardom and his shoe line, Air Jordans, $100 million by the end of 1985. Nike Inc. is the world's largest supplier of athletic shoes, apparel, and other sporting equipment as of 2022. Other well-known brands owned by the group include Jordan and Converse. And that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then do like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more such exciting content. See you in the next one.